Hi guys, and today I'm going to talk about the Sunderland nil Mansfield 1 game where I'm not really going to give a match review, but I'll tell you some of the key events that did happen anyway, where I'm going to talk about more about how annoyed I am that was that. But first I'll run through the team. It was Remy Matthews in goal with the back three of Dion Sanderson, Conor McLaughlin and Tom Flanagan, with the two wing-backs of Jack Damon and Callum Fazdean who made his debut. Then the two centre-mids of George Dobson and Max Powers both returning, with Chris Maguire in front of them but behind Will Grigg and Danny Graham. Then on the bench was Labour's Jordan Willis, Charlie White, Ethan O'Brien, Elliot Embleton, Grant Lebear and Dan Neil. So I'm not really going to go into about the match, but I'll just key event we had in the first 10 minutes on another day would have been two up where Danny Graham that hit the post first and then hit the bar from literally he was on the line. How he missed that I will never ever know. No, but it was pretty much an end-to-end game where both teams were having chances. I can't remember any good chance, but it was 0-0 at half time. Then we had a second start to the second half where who was it where them scored when someone crossed the thing and it was a great header. There was no markers or anyone following him, and the keeper did better, but I'm not really going to criticise. But Matthews was a good header, to be fair, although Matthews did have a couple of cheeky moments. So yeah, it was 1-0, and we didn't really do anything really. We had the odd chance, especially when Elliot Embleton came on live in the game up where there was one where we didn't really test the keeper in the second half. There was one where White just harmlessly headed it into the keeper's hand, but apart from that, Diamond had one where he shot instead of where if he put it into the dangerous area, there was 3 or 4 Sunderland players waiting for the ball, and then someone would have probably tapped it in. But yeah, that was the end of the game. We were out of the FA Cup, but it was embarrassing really. So now I am going to go through, just before I go through, I know that we didn't have the likes of 09, Goot, Hume, Scowen, Wright was rested, Leadbitter was rested, Willis was only on the bench. What did I see White who only came on for the last 25 minutes? But that team should have been good enough to be 22nd, can I just say, in League 2, who before today didn't even win a game this season, and they went to the skin line and done 1-0. Was absolutely embarrassing. I just want to add. So now I'm going to run through the players, how I think they're done, and then before I end the video, I'll pretty much see what I would do for Tuesday. So yeah. So Remy Matthews, apart from the odd shaky moment, I don't really think, and it was a bit dodgy. He didn't really do anything necessarily wrong. So yeah, then the back three, Conor McLaughlin, Tom Flanagan and Dion Sanderson. To be fair, maybe you could question who was marking the guy who scored, but overall, I don't really think they did anything wrong. What's seeing Flanagan and McLaughlin are going national duty, so they'll not be playing next week. So yeah, Power and Dobson, they're bloody crap. Do not play them ever again. They're terrible. Well, maybe Power can play a little. And there's another thing. Half these players need to be careful because the contract's up at the end of the season, and if them do not do well, we just don't have to renew them. So there's another thing. But Power and Dobson were terrible today. Again, just like the Rochdale game. So yeah, Maguire, terrible. What he was doing, I'll never know. It was he weren't even there. He didn't even look bothered, to be honest. I was actually happy when he got taken off. The two wing backs, Diamond and Fazdean, to be honest. I thought there were two better players today, and Fazdean put a number of good crosses in the box. I think both of them where Danny Graham hit the bar and the post, he was the person that put the cross thing. And Diamond was similar. Like I said at times Diamond's decision making weren't there, but that's got to be like expected from a young player who was just breaking through. And Graham and Greg were pretty much not there. And I'm just quickly going to do something just to prove Embleton. Before I do that, I'll quickly go through who came on. White and O'Brien pretty much did nothing, and Embleton did come on and actually do well, to be fair. So before I go through the team for Saturday, I'm just going to run through and I'll see how it's been going on. Remy Matthews is an experienced League One goalkeeper. So yeah, Colin McLaughlin is an experienced Championship and League One defender, although I think they were all here. Tom Flanagan, an experienced League One defender. Dion Sanderson, a player that played in the Championship last year. So yeah, Callum McFadden won League Two the last 2 seasons. Jack Diamond, that's the only one way you could argue that you don't know his level. Yeah. Power won League One before and has actually played in the Championship before. Dobson, has been around League One his whole career. Maguire is a top one of the better league players in League One. Graham is an established Championship striker, and he's been knocked around the Premier League. Now he's in League One. Will Grigg, probably one of the best strikers in League One history. They're not even on the bench. It's not White and the experienced League One striker. O'Brien being in the Championship for a number of seasons before dropping down to League One, and Embleton was great in League Two a couple of seasons ago, and a couple of times we saw him in League One last season, and he didn't look out of place. So yeah, so that's just to prove that it's not like we played 18-year-old kids. We played pretty much a team that and players who will be in and around the team in a League One game. So yeah, so before I end the video, I'm just going to go what I would do for the game against Fleetwood in midweek. So in goal, I would probably have Remy Matthews still. With a back three, I would bring Jordan Willis back. I would rest Beard Rice still, and I have Wright ready for MK on. So I think I would keep Sanderson in and bring Brandon Taylor in as well. So yeah, then the 2 win backs, to be honest, I had nothing really. Like I said, Diamond and Matt Fastane was 2 of our better players today. So it would be Diamond and Fastane. Then the 3 midfield, I would bring Ledbetter back. I know it's a Czech Trophy game, but we can't play without Ledbetter. So I would have Ledbetter as the holder midfielder. But to go attacking, I would have Embleton and Dan Neil. And the other thing, how we got Dan Neil to sign a new contract, I will never know. So yeah, then as the 2 strikers, I would bring White back, and I would start O'Brien. So that is probably the team I'll go with. And if you ask to score prediction, I'll go 1-0 to Sunderland. So yeah, so that's just I would say I'm bringing a little rant on the game today, and I'm not happy. And one thing, Parkinson's team selection, well, I didn't have any because it was a strong team, but Dobson and Power just can't play together. So yeah, that is the end of the video. Hopefully you've enjoyed my little rant about the game today. So yeah, so like, subscribe, view, comment, and say yeah.